Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel. So before I get into today's message, I just wanted to make the announcement that I am offering a special for $77.70 for the month of December. And it's a 40-minute shamanic journey with me to go into the etheric realms, to have access to the Akash, the guides for healing and information. And there's all kinds of really great things that we can do to help people and assist people with the higher dimensions. So let me know if you're interested in that. You can go to redmountainshaman.com to learn more. So this week, I kept hearing the Ark of the Covenant several times. And I had an interesting synchronicity with someone that I follow, and her name is Lily Nova. And she said the same thing today on her video. I was like, wow, so that must be coming from somewhere. So I wanted to ask about that in today's channeled message. And then I also had a dream. And in this dream, I was kind of in this dilapidated house. It almost felt like it was by the where the hurricane happened. And in this dream, I was walking through this house, and I just felt like this huge flood was coming towards me, and that I was going to be taken out by this huge stream of water coming down. And I was just praying that, I would get out of this somehow. And then suddenly this big wall appeared, and this gentle waterfall came over this wall, creating this wall of water that was just coming down and created this beautiful stream. And it wasn't harmful. It was just so healing and beautiful. So I kind of wanted to ask about this dream too today. And then another thing I kept hearing over the past few months is this term, the Mother Arc of the 13th Aqua ray. And so I looked this up to see if this was like a thing, if anybody else had gotten this phrase. And I actually did find in what's called the Ascension Glossary, somebody had written about this. So if you want to know more about the 13th ray of the Mother Arc or the Aqua ray, you can go to the Ascension Glossary on Google and find some more information about that. But I wanted to ask a little bit more about that and why I kept getting that over the past few months. And so hopefully we'll get that in today's channeled message as well. And let's see, I'm looking at my notes here. So another thing that kept happening a couple times this week in people's sessions was Quan Yin would come forward, and she was holding this large vessel, and she said that she was a water bearer, and when she would pour the vessel, this aqua light would come out of it, like aqua water actually would come out of it and send healing to people. And so I wanted to ask about that. And then, let's see, I had another interesting journey with someone where Yeshua appeared. And we went into Inner Earth, and then we went through a portal through Inner Earth, and we ended up in kind of like this forum, like when you see, almost like a college classroom where it's a semicircle and there's levels of, there's rows of seats. It looked like that. And then I heard another intuitive say that they're having meetings in Inner Earth. So I thought that was an interesting synchronicity. Let's see what I'm looking at my notes here. So then there's somebody who's really respected in the spiritual community, and I'm not going to say who it is, but she talks a lot about very esoteric concepts and stuff. But one thing that she said in this, it was a very long video, she said that the serpent energy is always a representation of evil. And I just immediately, everything within my soul said no. And so then I saw another person who was talking about how the serpent energy is in these indigenous cultures. And some of these indigenous cultures originated from Lemuria. And she mentioned the Native Americans, and she also mentioned the Aborigines. And I immediately thought about the rainbow serpent in the Aborigine culture, and how when I first had my awakening, that was one of the first beings that visited me, was the rainbow serpent. And it's just a immense, beautiful, gorgeous being. And that is their representation of the Creator. So I have a video too about the serpent energy being both light and dark. So that was, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago that I put that out. So I wanted to ask about that today because that came up. So once I started asking who wanted to expound upon these things, it was Quan Yin that came through today, which is no surprise since she was coming through in people's sessions this week. And I saw her and she still had this big vessel of water with the Aqua ray in it. And so as I typed out her message, this is what I heard. Dear friends of the light, we greet you in the love of the Most High, as your planet begins its ascent into higher consciousness. The frequencies coming as waves upon Earth are raising the vibration and connecting many to their once dormant and suppressed spiritual gifts. The divine feminine qualities of creativity, intuition, nurturing, and healing are coming back into balance through the Aqua ray that is received by those who are in alignment with this pillar of light. As you know, the number 13 was hijacked and made to be feared, yet it is a holy and sacred number, a number of the goddess, and the 13th pillar of the Aqua ray is now being activated once again. The Ark of the Covenant will also be activated once again. This ark is a frequency within you. It banishes all distortions and brings one back into the divine wisdom of the Mother Ark. There are arcs of transformation that bring one back into balance and harmony with all that is. The golden Ark of the Covenant is indeed a symbolic artifact that will soon come forward in your time and space as one of many artifacts that have been stolen and hidden away from humanity for thousands of years. The time draws near when your historical artifacts will be recovered and set on display for all to behold, for they belong to all, not just to the so-called elite controllers who have steered the historical narrative to their benefit and control. The Golden Palace of Rome will indeed be forced to return and restore what was plundered in order to assist with the awakening and remembering of truth. The 13th pillar of the Aqua ray Mother Ark flows into your earth now as a divine ray of feminine restoration and truth in order to undo the distortions and miscreations of the fallen ones, who love to unlawfully use their power and distorted masculine energy to water down and suppress the goddess energy that must return to balance in order for the planet and her people to progress into the true divine beings of creation that they are. As these masculine and feminine energies come back into balance with each other, they will begin to work in harmony together once again in order to co-create new realities. As we have told you through past messages, there is also a 13th moon and sign that is connected to the serpent energy. This energy has been recorded throughout the world in many cultures as the creator energy. And the serpent has also been hijacked as something to be seen only as the demonic beings of deception. However, the original serpent symbolism is of the Creator and can be seen within rock art, the serpent mounds, the rainbow serpent of the Aborigines, the serpent staff of Moses, Quetzalcoatl, the seven-headed serpents, the caduceus of Hermes, the kundalini energy, and more. Now is the time that the 13th pillar of the Aqua Ray Mother Arc is being activated, my friends. This is the ray of divine order, as all is being brought back into its original glory. Many will begin to feel this aqua ray flow within their light bodies. This will affect their consciousness through divine activations of light. New codes are flowing in through this aqua ray, and it is no coincidence that the time is now, as the forgotten 13th serpent symbol of the zodiac is the current astrological sign. Just as your daylight savings will be returned to natural time, so will the calendar cycle be returned to natural time in your earth space. As I have made myself known to you with my vessel of water, I do come as one of the many water bearers at this time, in order to bring forth a message of peace, hope, and restoration as you move into the Aquarian age. This age is connected to the aqua ray and the water restoration upon Mother Earth. The water is a living being that reacts to the frequencies and intentions that are directed at her. Water is a feminine energy that is also being restored and transformed. There will not be another worldwide flood, as the rainbow forbids it, but the rainbow warriors are bringing back the true water codes of healing and transformation, and will be working with the water in order to assist the planet and humanity on their journey back into the light of their true remembrance. For centuries, the water has been a target of the Dark Ones, as it has been polluted and deadened from her natural state. And as you can see, there is still this force upon the planet seeking to program the waters with lower frequencies. This cannot last, for it is not in alignment with the new Aquarius timeline. The light has won, my dear friends. It is just adjusting itself to your time and space. The last vestiges of the fallen ones are flailing and failing in their attempts to keep the old programs running. War will be ending and peace will be beginning. One chapter will be ending and another will be beginning. Constraint will be ending and freedom will be beginning. It is through the Ark of the Covenant that a new stargate is opened. And the Ark now rises into new possibilities of creation. Rise, rainbow warriors, rise. The time is at hand when a new time of peace and prosperity will come into view. Release the old energies within you that hold you back in doubt, shame, and unworthiness. Shield yourself from the energy of the stubborn ones caught in deception, victimhood, separation, and fear. You are love. You are a creator being. You are a powerful force of light and transformation. Work your magic and emit your frequency of pure love, sovereignty, and oneness out into the world, rather than absorbing the lower frequencies of the old cycle as it collapses before you. This is my message to you at this time of intense change and uncertainty. All is happening for the good of the planet as you rise back into the divine oneness you came from. I am Quan Yin, she who bears the water vessel of fertility and quenches the parched cries of the earth and her inhabitants. And so it is. Thank you, Quan Yin. We send you love and gratitude for that beautiful message. And I was thinking about what she said about that there are still dark forces trying to program our water. And it made me think of a group that kind of went viral on social media, and they went to the shore of Lake Michigan to literally scream their anger at the water. And I really feel like this was kind of inspired by those dark forces, because we know, from scientific research that water can be programmed. They've done studies where they've played different music or spoken different words to the water, and it will either crystallize in chaos with negativity that's directed at it, or it will crystallize in these beautiful patterns with love that's directed at it. So just remember that. And I also feel like right now the water is very purifying. And so I take a lot of salt baths, and I'll put a crystal in my bath, and I'll send love to the water. I send love to the water and program it before I drink it. So I do believe what she's saying. Water is programmable. It works with you. It works with your intentions, as it's alive and it's a living being. And for a long time, they've been trying to tamp down the aliveness of the water. And she talks about it being deadened. So we can work with this water to bring it back to life, purify it, and I do feel that these dark forces will be thwarted in their pollution of the water as well. So the water is very important right now, and I think that was her main message. So if you would like your own channeled message, healing energy, readings, anything like that, just go ahead and go to my website, redmountainshaman.com, to learn more. Until next Sunday, take care.